What's up, people? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here with another installment of the Linux Report. How to extract zip files in Linux. Zip files aren't as common as they used to be when download speeds were slower and every save byte mattered. Still, it's a fairly common file type. Sooner or later, you'll probably have to open one. Depending on the distribution you use, it's probably fairly easy to extract a zip file, so even so, it can't hurt to know some of the more advanced ways you can open up zip files to deal with their contents. Okay, unzipping using the GUI. On most desktop environments, unzipping a file is easy. Just right click on the file and you'll see a few options. You'll usually see the option to extract here or unzipped here. You'll also see the option to extract to a location. This is handy if you're looking to unzip a file from your downloads folder to somewhere else. Not every desktop environment is going to have these installed, but if they do, it's the easiest method. If your desktop doesn't include these handy shortcuts, you can just unzip the file in a GUI archive program. This includes GNOME Archive Manager on the GNOME desktop, Arc on the KDE desktop, and others. If you don't have a GUI archive utility available, or you're looking for more powerful features, it's time to head to the command line. Okay. While some Linux command line utilities have arcane names, that isn't the case here. The command to unzip a file on Linux is simply called unzip. The simplest way to unzip a file on Linux on the command line is to run the following: unzip filename.zip. This will unzip the file directly in the directory it is located in. If instead you want to unzip in a different directory, you can do that as well. Imagine that you have a file in your downloads directory and you want to extract it to your home directory. To do this, run the following: unzip filename.zip space -d space squiggly line / previewing zip file contents on the command line. On the desktop, you can often double-click a zip file in order to see its contents before unzipping. Obviously, this isn't possible on the command line. That doesn't mean that you can preview the contents of a zip file. To do this, run the following: unzip -i file name. Selectively extract parts of a zip file. Now that you can preview the contents of a zip file, you might realize you don't need everything in the file. You can approach this in two different ways. You can extract one or two files from a zip archive, or you can choose a file to exclude. To extract a single file from the archive, you need to provide the full path. This means that if there is a folder named folder that contains everything, you will need to specify this: unzip filename.zip folder /file1.txt. If you want to extract a file without creating a new directory, use the -j switch. Unzip -j file name folder /file1.txt, excluding a file that works in the same way but uses the X switch. If you want to exclude the file.txt, you would run the following: unzip filename.zip space -x space quotes folder /file1.txt quotes. What about compressing files? Now you know much more about extracting zip files, but that's only part of the equation. What about when you want to send a few items to a friend or coworker all wrapped up in one file? Compressing files can be easy as opening a zip file, but it can also be a bit more complex. If you want to know more, we have a complete guide to compressing and archiving files on Linux. And with that being said, people, that's it for this final edition of the Linux report for today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and until next time, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later.